What up? What up? What up, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? What's going down? We back in the building every day, Monday through Friday, 12 noon. Truck Talk, aka Real Talk. What's going on, y'all? Here with your host, the Real Mojo. We are sponsored and brought to you by 95 North Enterprises LLC. Check the link in the community tab. Check the link in the community tab so you can get the merch rocking. We need some proud merch wearers. We need some proud merch wearers, and we need y'all to hit the like, share, subscribe for the algorithm. When you pull up, put a thumbs up in the chat. If you at work, put a one in the chat because the people at work is the most important people throughout the day. All right, y'all, let's get it cracking. Um, the New York Times have done a feature on Joe Budden in the podcast field. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed the podcast. I enjoy the behind the scenes, the narrative. I enjoy all that stuff. All everything in the Joe Budden world. I enjoy it. I'm a fan of it. Um, there's a few things that stood out to me, and I was saying on a couple of Joe Budden reactors that I do watch. When they were saying like $900,000 leak or whatever, I was like, yo, personally, I think that's low. I, I I was almost sure that he was doing at least 1 million in revenue from Patreon. He leaked his Patreon numbers and it was showing 900,000. I was almost sure that he was doing more than that, and lo and behold, he was. It was saying like around 1.2, 1.4 a month, which make a lot of sense. Because he's killing on the space. He got a good system as a rapper. He built up a good cult following because his music was dope. One of the dopest lyricists. I'm gonna give him a top 10 lyricist. I'm not about to go through the lyricists because I'm not really like a huge rap fan, but the rap back in the day that I did listen to, he's one of the top lyricists. You know, but he was able to bring that fan base over. So with the type of music that he made, you know, um, it was a heartfelt music, like it was an emotional type of music. So he was able to bring that fan base over, and then he was the first to jump on YouTube and start vlogging. It wasn't vlogging back then, but now it's called vlogging. You know what I'm saying? And he kept that fan base tuned in. He started his podcast, put the podcast on on YouTube, which was smart. So now it's no surprise of the empire, the network that he built. You know what I'm saying? It's no surprise. He's literally getting busy on it. Then he moved some of his fan base to Patreon, which is a subscription based platform. So none of the numbers surprised me at all. None of the numbers surprised me at all. Um, 30 employees, that surprised me because we usually see about 10 to 12. And he'll mention about five or six more. So I would have assumed about 10 to 15 employees, but 30, and then there's things you don't think about, such as lawyers, PR firm, marketing teams and all that. Um, so that's dope, man. That's dope. And it was a big time salute for him to be featured in there. People going with conspiracies and all that. What's going on? What's going on? Um, I just thought it was a dope piece and a well deserved piece. You know what I'm saying? Well deserved piece. Hey, don't forget when y'all pull up, man. Give me a like for the algorithm. Put a thumbs up in the chat if you're chilling. Put a one in the chat if you at work, and you can do that whenever you get ready. And go back and watch a couple videos, man. I'm trying to get my hours up so we can get into this to the partner program. It's about that time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's what it's all about. Energy, 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 energy. Even if you're not in a good mood, even if I'm not in a good mood, I'm gonna still get the same energy because I just like to be here. And this is the reason why I like to be here because of the interaction. But yeah, and it was always speculation about uh how much he was paying his staff or whatever, right? So somebody threw out a number like maybe 2 years ago, 40,000 a month, which is now he could do that easy. 40,000. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Hey, don't forget too, y'all. We need 4 moderators. I'm gonna be on every day at noon, and I just need a little consistency. Like I really just need somebody. I'm gonna start looking at the people that pull up three streams in a row. I see you 3 streams in a row. You on my hit list to be a moderator for the channel. You understand? Can I say Joel is the great, is the GOAT? Joel who? Joel Ortiz? But so yeah, so getting back to that. How you doing, Madeline? How you doing? So I am driving. I am on the road. This is truck talk. So it's gonna be like sometimes I can't see the comments, but you know, I will anyone I see I will respond to if possible. But yeah, so it was always speculated on the pay rate. So, it was told in the New York Times article that the cast is getting 1.5 million per year. Now, when the leak came out, right? A couple of the cast members started saying, "Oh, we should get more. We should get more." Well, okay, you should get more. So negotiate more on the next contract. Don't ask for more now in mid contract. And from the way they speak, a couple of those contracts just got signed. You know what I'm saying? A couple of those contracts just got. So you ain't getting more. You ain't getting more for a little while. You hear me? You ain't getting more for a little while because if professional sports teams don't break contract for that, then you know you're not getting a new contract for that just because you found out something. See you later. See you later. Yeah, that's not that's that's what in what world would that happen for a podcast? Just because you heard a leak, just because you saw a leak, or because you got the facts. You know, like your contract is your contract, and I don't understand why they don't market themselves better. His cast, I don't understand why they don't market themselves better. I mean, if you are literally on the pod, one of the biggest pods in the country, why are you not right before the pod marketing yourself? Directly after the pod, marketing yourself, sending traffic, sending pod traffic to whatever it is you got going on. Can they not do that? Are they afraid? Like, what's up? I mean, I don't understand. It's like it's almost like the WNBA players. They do a terrible job at marketing themselves, right? So then Caitlin Clark comes along, her, Angel Reese, Juju Watkins, Flage. Like these girls come along, marketing themselves perfectly, right? Now everybody else is like, well, if they get this, they're upset because those girls are getting whatever they get. But those girls are marketing themselves, or they're at least being marketed. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, if you want more money, more eyes on you, more revenue uh percentage, market yourself better, market your league better, and you'll be good, right? The WNBA does the worst job at marketing that I have ever seen. How are you going on 27, 28 years without ever turning a profit and then begging for more money? Like, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. That's crazy. That's that's one of the most asinine things that I done seen in life. You don't do anything to contribute to the growth, but you asking for more money. At least the cast on the Joe Budden podcast, at least they contribute to the growth of the show. They contribute to the product, you know. So at least them asking for more money is like sensible. At least they say, well, you making all these millions a year or a month or whatever. Let me get a little bit extra on, you know what I'm saying, on the paycheck. The WNBA, and it's all women. Since when can you not market a woman? Since when can a woman not market herself? And then asking for more money. You embarrassing yourself with t-shirts, asking for more money. Like everybody don't know that the product that you're putting out is not top tier. You hear me? Like it's just not. The product that you're putting out is not top tier, and it's not even doing well. I can see if you turned $1 million, turn $1 million profit, break even. Then you can say, yo, we cut into a negative, we cut into a $40 million loss. We cut into a $30 million loss. And we cut all the way into it. They're not even breaking. They're not even breaking even, and they begging for money. Like, come on now. You're not breaking even, and you talking about somebody giving you millions? Girl, that's not gonna happen. Girl, that's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. That ain't gonna happen. If that was the NBA, that wouldn't happen. Why you think there's no lacrosse league, no professional lacrosse league? Because it ain't enough revenue. Women's college basketball is making more than the WNBA. I mean, and and the women are talented. They play ball. That is not the problem. The problem is the marketing. They don't know how to market themselves. The league don't know how to market the league. So you always gonna have a huge problem there. You always gonna have a huge deficit. You always gonna have a huge uh like you always gonna have a huge void there. It's never gonna be fixed. You know what I'm saying? It's never gonna be fixed. I mean, and the crazy thing is, I don't even know that there's suggestions being made to better the WNBA, because what difference does it make? Because they're not paying. Like they've been losing money all this time, and it's like the NBA is just funding it. From my knowledge, I don't even know if that's true, but I would say so, because how can something lose 40 million a year, 30 million a year, and still be around for 27 years, 28 years? Like, B, that's almost impossible. That is impossible. With business, any other business that don't turn a profit in 5 years is out of there. I mean, honestly, they should add some teams from other countries. And now, from what I understand, they're getting private jets, and they're getting perks. You know, so I don't see where the complaints are. To be honest, I don't really see where the complaints are. Y'all getting paid for not producing. Y'all are getting paid for not producing. Your company is not producing, and you're asking for more money. Your company has not produced in 27 years, and you're asking for a lot more money. That's asinine, ladies. Go on a 5-year run of at least breaking even. But while you're doing that, market your company. Market your company. Market your players. Market the employees. Do something in the neighborhoods to make people want to watch. Until then, you're just gonna be wearing t-shirts and asking for money. because I don't see it happening with the strategy that they have right now. You know, I don't see it happening with the strategy they have right now. But in a nutshell, that's the entitlement of women asking for something that you don't all the time qualify for is on par. It's on par, you know. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully they break even at least, at best. I mean, and then you can wear shirts next year, say we did it. Now pay us. But if not, I mean, hell, you could be out of business. You could be out of business. You could be out of a job. You know what I'm saying? You could be out of a job real easy. What's up, y'all? Oh, my eyes running. Is that allergies? Might be. But yeah, man, salute to Joe Budden, his perseverance, you know, um, for for sticking with it, for sticking with everything, putting together a network. Hey, they should hire him to for at least business advice for the WNBA, right? They should hire him because at least he know how to put a business plan together and make it work. Him and his manager, you know what I'm saying? Like when the new cast came in, Ish and Ice, people was like things are getting a little stale, but it wasn't really getting stale. It wasn't really getting stale. I mean, they had Kevin Samuels on there. You know, they had some other artists on there. It wasn't really getting stale to me. Some people maybe, but they did a revamp. They had Melissa Ford on there a few times. Then out the blue, boom, her and Flip got hired. Um, and that wasn't a bad thing. That was a dope thing because that's the iteration of the pod that we got right now. And it's crazy entertaining. Then you throw in Mark Lamont Hill. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the most lethal shooters in the game. I didn't know that. Sometimes he'll go. Sometimes he'll go a little too. Sometimes he'll go a little too far. You know what I'm saying? But it always works out because it'll start a narrative. And him and Joe's manager Ian Schwartzman, they started their own thing on the network because it started out as behind the scenes, which was which but then they came out with the Ian and Mark show or the Mark and Ian show, something like that. Oh yeah, y'all. We're not gonna act like we're not gonna act like Dunkin' Donuts ain't needed. Dunkin' is needed. Hey, we need to get Dunkin' in the chat, yo. We need to get somebody from Dunkin' Donuts in the chat. We need to get a couple sponsors in the chat too. We gotta get a couple sponsors in the chat. mainly like a DraftKings or a Prize Picks or somebody like that. You know, because we gonna be football season's coming, and y'all already know boxing's all year round. But football season, y'all know I get busy for football season. Y'all know I get busy for football season. Okay, so sponsors, any one of the sports betting. So let's get it. Let's get it. I predicted the fight was gonna end in the fifth round the other day. I had the winner wrong, but a fifth round knockout nonetheless. I predicted that. Or was that six? Daniel Dubois and Alexander Usyk. Either way, it don't matter. Your boy was right. Your boy was right on it. So DraftKings, FanDuel, Project, somebody pull up on me. Somebody pull up on me. You hear me? Somebody pull up on me. And let's get to it. Yo, I'm gonna be in I'm gonna be in DC late August. Late August. I'm being in DC with the fam. Just just chilling. Just chilling, moving around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that should be nice. That should be nice. But we're gonna be doing more. We ain't gonna be doing like the normal shit that we use. But yeah, it's gonna be nice though. What y'all up to, man? What y'all got going on? How's the weather where y'all at? Who's in the chat? Say what up. I told y'all I'm looking for mods. I'm looking for moderators. Yo, what? Real quick, T.J. Watt signed a huge deal. He got like a 120, 130 for 3 years, right? His brother made 120 for a career. That is revenue. That is TV deals. That is merch products, things of that nature, right? Viewership, which is what the WNBA does not have. And this is what I'm saying. And then did y'all see Dave Portnoy go over there after he I don't know. The way he be acting towards Angel Reese. He said something nice about her the other day, but I think he's tied into the WNBA now somehow. I know he's tied into Fox Sports, so he got to kind of watch how he talks. Good thing about Angel Reese, me and some of y'all, is we're not gonna forget that. We're not gonna forget that because see now he need her to be all the things that she is. He needs her to be all of the shit that she is for him to get paid, for him to do his job. Oh, Barstool, I can holler at me too. It's just like he's doing. I could do that too, no matter how I feel about a person. We could work. We could work. So let's work. You feel me? Let's work. Let's work, Barstool. That's a word. But anyway, once again, shout out to the WNBA. Um, I would like for them. I would like for them. I would like for them to get everything figured out. I would like for the women to make more money. I would like for the women to make more money. But I really would like for them to learn. Well, they probably know some business, but they would. But I really would like to see the business side. Don't pay us what you owe us. Yo, you know what I'm about to start doing reactions to? Uncle Ocho. Cause yo, Ocho be getting on goddamn nerves sometimes, talking like he don't know what the hell is going on. For real, dog. The dumb blonde shit got to stop. Speaking off